Around for a bit, try and nullify him and get your kicks as we go up for the knock. It's one down by Williams of West Coast. Ball's in dispute, socket off the ground. So we're tied up here in the centre circle. Up they go again, one down by Eastland. Kicked out of the pack by Bolton. Wilson again to do the battle. Been a good battle so far. Up they go, one down by Eastland. Got the ball back to Rogers. Ball's in
1-19. Back in the middle of the ground. Rucks to go at it. Eastland opposed there to Williams. Contested.
Ball pretty well, but Claremont have set up now behind the ball. Goes long to the pocket on the lead. Williams, drops it. What he should have taken. Throws the ball out immediately up.
Goes Gross, Mercer and Shanahan. And for Claremont, DeLacy, Mainwaring and Muscat. Ball thrown in. Claremont. Ball to be thrown up. Skirting this pack is also Edwards Baldwin. Williams rucked and roved his 19. 22 minutes played here on 7+ Sport.
Ball comes back into play in this forward pocket for West Coast Eagles. Bolton gathers the crumb, gives it to Elver.
Gross starting to dominate at this level at such a young age. Brilliant signs for the Eagles. Williams taps it forward now. He has his problems. Can he turn his defender inside out? That being Mushka. Shoot on goal around the body and hits the post.
Oh, Williams just turned on a threepenny bit for a big man there and nearly whacked it through.
Up against Bailey Williams. Umpire throws it aloft. Eastland off the back of his fingernails. Rogers came through. Clay Hall just picks up Darren. He hasn't had any space.
No, he hasn't. They've been paying close attention to him, but they need to pay close attention to a few more as Williams and Eastland go to ground in the ruck knock. Ball up now, left half forward for West Coast. Up they go again, Eastland and Williams. Williams takes out of the ruck and dribbles it forward, goes inside 50. Players.
Some important 10 minutes here for the Eagles.
Up they go again, one down by Williams, only as far as Claremont. Bolton sharp to Alvarez.
This throw in, plenty of decent calibre around there for West Coast. As for Claremont, Williams was just sort of muscled out of the way. Picked up there by Rogers, but he was far too unselfish and almost corkscrewed it around a 90-degree right angle.
If he was at Boulder Oval, he would have had a shot for sure, as the ball is tied up directly in front of the West Coast Eagles goal. They are kicking towards the Claremont end. Alvarez gathers the ball from the crumb, cops a high one, he'll get a free kick.
So far, and Clay Hall has certainly been an illustrator of that. An important forward 50. More important for Claremont too, to get the ball out of there. Yes. So, Williams, opposed to Eastland. Eastland wins it down, picked up here by Hall, just to the back of the sun. Short kick, finds Gross, another possession, goes to half forward and picks out delightful ball use and picks out Bailey Williams, who marks on that right forward flank. And a broadcast side of the ground now, a little 7-9 chip. Looking for Livingston. Opportunity for champion. Geez, Darren, but I'll challenge you a little bit, as we spoke about off air. I mean, Malachi Champion, he's a goal kicker. I would have thought that would have been his job to pop that one through, but Petrocelli had a 8:38. Williams to resume battle. This time he's going to go up against Cowdy, who was named at centre half forward. Comes to Gross, 39 apiece.
It's a very entertaining game of football, with both sides taking the game on when they move forward.
So, speak of the devil, and Bolton gets some assistance. That's probably been the problem there for Eagles in defence, is when the ball has been hot, Claremont have broken through way too easy.
Ball was one down by Gowdy. It's ended up with Williams. In West Coast, Claremont are out of trouble for the time being. Williams has a footy again for West Coast. Goes backwards to a teammate. He gets a handball away.
Opened up the Eagles in that third term by a 4-goal burst. So this is a real opportunity for Claremont just to get some early work done, because at the moment the Eagles have 47. Claremont cling to a 2-point lead. Clay Hall up to 16 possessions. Ross been very good for West Coast. That was the hand pass.
Playing like they believe today as the siren goes in this third quarter.
So Bo Allen, I saw, is on DeLacy, so that's going to be a hard tag, you would suggest, as the third term is underway.
That was just fodder for Edwards to spoil. Ball comes back into play in the forward pocket for Claremont. Williams follows his ball, but it's taken by Good saving marks so far. Ball comes back into play now. Got Williams and Eastland. Shark off the pack. Mainwaring! Goal! A little bit more when he's not around goal as well, becoming a very well-rounded player.
So Eastland and Williams to resume that battle in the middle. England been a fantastic...
4.5 gone in this third quarter. West Coast need to strike back. But Williams wins this, but it's sharked by Bolton. No one tackles him again. He must smell.
In that third term v Perth last week, where there was 4 goals kicked in the space of around about 10 minutes, and something is similar developing as Gross clears.
And it's back to the middle of the ground now. West Coast, a much-needed goal, brings them back to 14 points. Players converge. There'll be a ball up, 20 metres out just in front of Claremont's goal. Up they go again. It's Gowdy, Williams. Williams tries to take it out of the ruck. He's dispossessed. Picked up by Rawlinson.
Claremont have kicked 3 goals for this quarter in the space of 8.5 minutes. West Coast have kicked the 1 straight, so we've had 4 goals added between the both sides. Every bit of play worked when they go forward. Ross is certainly going to be on the move here at this contest.
He's been impressive.
Tucked up again on that boundary, the outer side. For Claremont, Jai Bolton also involved. Here's Williams, opposed there to Cowdy. Comes to Rogers, just a class play. Goes to Grego, a rare possession. Goes to half forward. Williams still in play. Players will have a crack at keeping it back in. West Coast are on the rack here a bit. So from the defensive zone, take your pick. There's a number of players that fall over it. DeLacy's one of those. A bit of contact made. Umpire says no. Umpire Lockie Gilmore just throws it along. Oh. Williams pushed Eastland in the back. Gross continues to try hard. Minutes in the third term.
West Coast just starting to get a little bit sloppy now. Wheels are dropping off. England has the football, goes off the outside of the right. Pressure then on Kellen England. Going for goal.
Ball back in the bullseye. Williams roves his own ball, so there was really no effective tap. He just takes it out and goes.
Of Claremont's goal.
If Claremont are awake here, this could be the nail in the coffin. I appreciate it's the third term.
Eastland, DeLacy off his left boot. Hunter.
7-10-52. Claremont in control here at Revo Fitness Stadium. 12-7-79. The umpire pulled out of this. You're dead right. Bailey Williams winning the free kick. So Williams just pops this up to full forward. Now this hasn't worked all day. Shanahan just to this left forward pocket. West Coast desperately to start the obvious need a goal. Williams, Petrocelli, Bolton, throws it on the left.
It comes over the pack. Over the back, picked up by Yo of West Coast. Handballs to Williams. Then back to Gross. He's dummies one. Sells some candy and goes. Perez has the footy again. Handballs off to Rogers. He's dispossessed. Is it holding the ball? No. Williams picks it up off the deck. Now it's with Bazzo. He goes to thump it. Ball comes on centre wing, and there'll be a ball up from the umpires.
So, a flurry of play there. West Coast had plenty of times to get out of jail.
All two. Just about time for three-quarter time. You'd think 27.5 gone. Up they go. One down by Williams. Shark by Bolton. Here comes possession number 30 for Jai Bolton.
On there as West Coast look to bring the ball out from full-back. Williams takes a very good grab and away he goes from centre-half back. Just chooses to not look and bomb the ball to centre-half forward. Shanahan again worked under the ball. He's had a very, very good competition today with Max Benier at centre-half back. The ball is all wrapped up. Have just been far too good. Still, no one standing on Jai Bolton. Clay Hall has finally gone to him. Claremont again just through.
And it'd be 22, 23 degrees out there at the minute. Up they go, taken by Bailey, out of the middle of the ground, gets on his right foot, hoping for a late one to maybe one set up well. Jai Bolton, he's got Gross for company. One down by Williams, no one can pick it up. Claremont do now for sevens plus Sullivan Logistics WAFL competition. Up we go. Bailey pushes Eastland out illegally, I would have thought. Takes the ball out of the middle. Here's Chan. Elects to just go long and strong to the half-back flank. Missed. Lacey missed what he should have taken. Williams takes off the ground, gives it to Gross. One way, then the other. Out wide to the...
Unlikely. 2.5 minutes played in this fourth term. They trail by 24 points. Williams, you would suggest, is going to be so pivotal for West Coast in this last.
Involved in a lot of scores. So credit to him as the ball goes up in the middle of the ground. Williams gets up high, wins it down. Petruccelli gathers it eventually. Coast Eagles. Can they get the quick reply? Up they go. Oh, Williams manhandled by Eastland and is going to get the free kick. Give his team something. Shoot from 55, 45 degree angle. Right side for a left footer. Puts it up nice and high. Starts it right and it stays right. And
they're good enough. Claremont, though, through Rogers, are just marshalling the troops around this contest. Eastland wins the ball down. Petruccelli went through his hands. Lucy's the Eagles will have another crack again.
So Zach Mainwaring's had 16 disposals today and 3 goals. That's a pretty fair effort for a pressure forward.
Very much so. Outside the arc of 50. Claremont into attack. Eastland dominated there by Williams. Ross's kick was smothered. In fact, that was Yo, and we'll have a ball up once again. Eastland fell over. Petruccelli put his head over the ball. Comes 11:65, 7 minutes played, final term.
Up they go, one down by Gowdy. West Coast head over the ball through Olger. We are on Bolton watch. He has 32 disposals. 8 minutes into this last quarter. Petruccelli roves to Rucknott. Throws on his right boot, gets it and drives it inside 50. Bolton can't mark. Picked up here by Smallwood. Gets a handball away. Gross. Handballs back to Edwards. Edwards on his right. Gets to his feet. Up they go. Eastland and Williams. Eastland wins it down. Taken by Elliott. Puts it forward once again. Big. West Coast have a 29-point lead. Up they go. Sorry, Claremont have a 29-point lead. Williams takes it out of the ruck. Pushes it forward. Lucy waiting there. Knew it was coming to him on his chest. Plays on now. Goes long to the square. They set themselves. Williams. Great intercept mark by the ruckman.
10 minutes played, final term. Claremont in complete control. Then West Coast mustered themselves to throw another punch. Hall working at last I looked, had 32 possessions to his name. Gross at the foot of this ball, so to Petruccelli. Eastland taps it down. Petruccelli got some run in the
off. I would have liked to see him in the ruck a little bit more, but we haven't seen a lot of that. Williams wins the ball out of the ruck knock. Hall can't pick it up. Claremont a move. Just as Claremont were going to go away, the umpire called a ball up. Mitch Barron getting up off the deck. No ruckman wins this one. Storming through there was Rogers. Couldn't get a hold.
The Tigers kicked their 16th. 4 points have been in the bank for a little while. Williams has tried hard. I like the look of this Van Dern strip. To your question, Darren, 34 possessions and a goal to Bolton. Bailey Rogers closing in. He won't get him, but 28 touches and 2 goals. That's worth 30 for me.
A gross move. Everything he's got. It's not going to get there. Big mark in the goal square. Not paid. Williams off the deck. That's still in play. Alvarez recovered.
For 30 minutes in the WAFL, you'd be prepared to be probably slayed by a good 10 goals plus. Unfortunately for them, it has happened again, and it's something that is a glaring indictment, unfortunately.